Next couple of questions, questions 3 and 4. So we have to start off the same way. We have to make sure our equation is chemically balanced. And so it says how many grams of sodium hydroxide is produced from 5.6 grams. So again, what do they want to know? Equals the number they gave you. Same unit, same side. Same unit on the same side. So now I figure out, okay, it's talking about grams of this compound right here. So I have to figure out how much does that weigh and write it in at the bottom. So I look at my periodic table. Sodium weighs 22.990. And there are 2 of them. Oxygen is 15.999. And there's only 1. So now I'm going to go to my calculator. I'm going to total that up. So 22.990 times 2 plus 15.999 gives me the mass of 61.979. I'm going to do the same thing for the other compound in our equation. It's talking about sodium hydroxide, so grams, so I have to know how much does that whole thing weigh. So I go back to my periodic table. We know the oxygen is 15.999. We know that sodium is 22.990 and the hydrogen is 1.008. And there's going to be 2 of each of those in our equation. So hydrogen again is 1.008 and there are 2 of them. Oxygen is 15.999 and there are 2 of them. And then lastly we have sodium 22.990 and there are 2 of those. We add all of that up for a total of 79.994. One thing left to do is to cross multiply and divide and solve for our variable that we do not know. Oops, excuse me. And our answer is 7.23 grams. All right, last question about stoichiometry on a review. We have 8 sulfurs, but we only have 1 right there. So we're going to make that a balanced chemical equation. Now this question is a little tricky. We have 2 questions, so we're just going to focus on the first part. So what mass of iron is needed to react with 16 grams? What do they want to know? Equals the number they give you. So what do they want to know? They want to know mass of iron. So grams of iron equals the number they gave us. Okay. Same unit on top, same unit on the bottom. Same unit on top, same unit on the bottom. So I go back to my equation. It wants to know grams of sulfur, so I have to figure out the weight. So I look right there, and there are 8 sulfurs. So look here, sulfur is 32.06, and we're just going to multiply that times 8. All right, then we're going to talk about iron. It once talks about iron. So iron is right here, and it says there's also 8 of them. So iron's right here, element number 26. It's 55.845. And that would be my total mass for just the iron. So all I got to do now is I just simply cross multiply, divide, and solve for x, or solve for my unknown variable. So 16 times 446.76. And I hit equals before I hit divide. Divide by 256.48. And that gives me an answer of 27.9. I'm going to round that up, grams of iron. So that's the first question. Now, second question, it says how many grams of iron sulfide can be produced. So now this is they want to know grams of iron sulfide, iron 2 sulfide equals again the number they gave you. This one will be a little bit simpler because we already know how much the sulfur weighs in our equation. We have put it down in our other problem here, 256.48. So now we have to go back to our equation and figure out, well, how much does that compound weigh? And there's 8 of them. So again, iron we know is 55.845, and then sulfur is 32.06. So we simply are going to add those up and multiply by 8. And then multiply by 8. And that gives me a total of 703.24 grams FeS. So the same process, I'm going to cross multiply and divide, solve for my unknown. So 16 times 703.24. Again, hit equals before you hit divide. 256.48. My answer would be 43.9 grams iron sulfide.